What's going on? Welcome back, and today we're going to work on the brake calipers. We're going to work on brake calipers. What's up, internet? Welcome back. Today we're going to, I won't say rebuild, we're going to disassemble and clean the brake calipers on the Gixxer. We've got the wheel back on. It's nice and clean. It's even got a fender on it. It hasn't had a fender on it in ages. And the inner fork tubes actually have a little bit of shine to them. Here are the brake calipers. They're pretty nasty, pretty dirty. So let's go ahead and start by pulling the pads out, which are underneath this little plate right here. First thing we're going to do is take out these two screws, and I've already broken them loose. Best to have a socket with the Allen key in it, because then you can put a ratchet on it and get a lot of torque. But this is the smallest size I have. It is a 4mm, and that's too big. So we're going to go ahead, and we're not going to go ahead, I've already done it, but you're going to use a Allen key. These are torqued in pretty good, so you're probably not going to be able to break this loose with just the Allen key. And I'm not sure, so this one's too big. It's 4mm. I'm not sure what size this is. We'll just go with extra small. It's extra small. You need an extra small Allen key. But basically the way I did this to break it loose was to use some small vice grips, and that gave me the ability to get some leverage. Worked fine. Didn't break the Allen key, and we're good to go. So let's go ahead and pull this plate off. I really like the setup on these calipers on the Gixxer 600. So once you've got these two screws out, you can pull this plate off. Don't really need to worry about direction. It's universal. You can flip it in either direction. It should be fine. So it's no big deal. Forget that. But your pads are held in by this one rod and a cotter key right there. So we're going to pull that out, and then we should be able to get this rod out. It's hollow on that end. Should be able to just push it out. It's closed on this end. And then the pads will come out, and that's it. Makes it really easy to change pads too, you know.
Sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain.
I've got one caliper cleaned. All I used to clean this was a bucket of hot soapy water and a toothbrush to get into all the nooks and crannies. Here's the other side that I haven't cleaned yet. Haven't even taken the pads out. Pretty gross. It even feels gross touching it. So what's the next step? Probably gonna go watch a Gorilla Biker video, because he's already done this and it's been a while and I don't remember. Yeah, let's go do that.
No, it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow.
After going back and watching Gorilla Biker's video where he took apart his 6-piston calipers on his GSXR 750, I was reminded about how nasty the brakes are going to be, and they really need to be split and cleaned out. So glad I went back and watched that video, because I might have considered not splitting the calipers in half and cleaning them out, which would have been a horrible idea, because yeah, look at that. Oh, so nasty. Oh my gosh, there's just like chunks of solidified brake fluid. I didn't have the right tool to remove the pistons. What I did have is circlip pliers that can be reversed, so when you squeeze them they actually press out, and I put the paper towel in there just to try and prevent from scratching the inside of the pistons. But that's how I took them out. Really happy with how clean these came out. Bit of brake fluid, a toothbrush, scrubbed them out. I used a little bit of WD-40 and some 1000 grit sandpaper just to take the varnish. There's a little bit still right there, my thumbnail is, but just to take the varnish off of the pistons. I think they came out really well. Pretty happy with it. Again, stoked with just how clean these came out. I did dip them back in, so I scrubbed them down with brake fluid and the toothbrush, but then I did another round of the hot soapy water with the toothbrush after the brake cleaner. And let's take a look at the other side. Oh, they look good. I'm very happy. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other caliper off camera because I don't want to bore you with all the same stuff again. We're just gonna repeat what we just did. Stick them on the bike, get those beautiful orange, yeah, they're orange, orange brake lines on the Gixxer, and I'll be back with the finished product. Hopefully, with brake fluid too. I don't know if I think I have brake fluid. Meh. Might have to go to the store. I don't know. New look for me. Safety glasses. Yeah, I was spraying some brake fluid and got a little splashback in my face. I thought, maybe I should actually put these safety glasses on. Who knows, man? In the next video, I might get stupid crazy and put some gloves on too. I'll probably have to lose more skin before I wake up and do that. Everything's on the bike. The new CoreMoto orange brake lines are cleaned calipers, the rebuilt master cylinder. It's ready for brake fluid and bleeding, which is always a pain in the butt when you have a completely bone dry system and you need to get fluid through it all. It's not fun. It takes patience. CoreMoto. So I've got one complaint now that I've actually installed the brake lines. It's a small complaint, but a pain in the butt kind of thing. So they sent me, for the front kit, this is weird. They didn't do it for the rear, they did it for the front kit. They sent me 2 sets of banjo bolts. So notice the 1.0, and then the second set is, I don't know if that comes through the camera, 125. I believe those numbers refer to the pitch of the threads on the banjo bolt, and the 1.0s do not thread into the master cylinder or the brake calipers, so I used the 125s. My problem is they only sent me one of the double banjo bolts in the wrong pitch. The wrong thread pitch. It's the, did you see that? Did you see it? 1.0. So I used the copper washers, but I had to reuse the old banjo bolt, which this is the one banjo bolt that goes on the right caliper, and it's double because the second brake line feeds off of that banjo bolt and runs over the fender to the left side caliper. So I had to reuse the old banjo bolt, had to clean it up real good, and that's the only negative thing I have to say about the CoreMoto brake line kit. What's weird is with the rear brake line, they gave me just one set of banjo bolts in the proper thread pitch, 1.25. I don't know why they only gave me one of the doubled up banjo bolts, that double banjo bolt. I don't know why they only gave me one in the wrong pitch, but only complaint so far. Pretty happy with the way they look on the bike. And that's it, man. We're ready for brake fluid, ready for bleeding, but I'm smoked at this point, and I'm just gonna call it a day. And it doesn't matter, even if I got the brakes bled. The weather's horrible today, so no motorcycle riding. So we'll hopefully bleed them tomorrow, and maybe get a little run around the neighborhood, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe that'll be the next video. Next Monday. Yeah. What else? I think that's all I got, guys. So, as always, keep the rubber side down. And we'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, share. All that jazz. Comments are my favorite. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. And, yeah. All right. See you guys later. Bye.